I really don't know how to start this video, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I've never really done a video like this before, and I kind of want to explain what it is before I actually, get into the meat of what the video is. So, I don't even know how to explain this. So I'm going to do my best. If it gets lost in translation, then I apologize, but I think I'm going to try my best at this. So, if you guys missed it, last week, the Fallout 76 trailer was announced. Now, I can't play the trailer due to copyright issues, so if you guys want to go check out the trailer, you can go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. I'll try to remember to put it down there. I probably will forget because I'm bad at things like that, but I'm going to try. So anyway, I basically wanted to make a video kind of talking about it, my thoughts. I was going to do like a whole trailer breakdown and reaction, but again, having to avoid copyright issues and stuff like that, I figured I wouldn't do that. And it's not really my style. I mean, that's not like me, going through and breaking down a trailer. Do I watch those type of videos? Yeah, I do, and I love watching them, but for me, I really don't feel like that's kind of the content that I want on my channel. It was suggested to me to do it, so I figured I'd do my version of that, which is this video. But yeah, that's kind of what basically I'm going to be talking about, and yeah, so jumping into it, I mean, it's a Fallout game. You guys know how much I love Fallout. I mean, I literally have grown my channel on Fallout, so I'm hecka excited, dude. I cannot wait for the game to come out. I think it's gonna be really cool. Granted, I don't want to talk too much about the game, like my thoughts, theories, whatever, because nothing's confirmed yet. We have no idea. There's only rumors going around about the game maybe being online or where it's going to be set or whatever. We don't know anything about the game except for the fact that the game is called Fallout 76 and it takes place in Vault 76. That's literally all we know. We got one trailer where it showed off the vault, and we got a song that played with the trailer. That's just about it. Now, there are some clues that could lead us to where the game could be set, and we do kind of know a little bit where it's going to be set and, like, what time period or whatever. We know, like, the general area of, like, the time period that it's going to take place and stuff like that. But besides that, nothing's really confirmed about the game too much, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Now, granted, once E3 comes around, where they're going to talk about it, which is June 10th, this video will be uploaded on the 5th, so 5 days from now, I'm going to be basically doing, I guess, another one of these. I mean, it's not actually going to be 5 days directly from now because, I only uploaded Tuesdays and Thursdays. But anyway, sometime after the 10th, I'm basically going to redo this video and talk more about what is actually confirmed. But for this, I kind of just want to talk about my thoughts and maybe a few of my theories and just about the rumors that are going around. So, the trailer is actually really cool. So, I'm going to basically talk about the trailer based off of you guys watching it. So if you haven't watched it, go check it out, then come back and watch this video. That way you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, where in the video I'm talking about it, and whatever. So, starting off with the beginning, this is going to be the earliest Fallout game that we've ever had. The reason why we know this is because the clock on the Pip-Boy in the very beginning, which, keep in mind, that is the original Pip-Boy from the original Fallout, the Pip-Boy 2000, it shows that it is 25 years after the Great War, which I don't remember what the exact year was, but I don't feel like doing the math. I know the Great War started in 2077, and then add 25 years to that. So if somebody wants to do the math for me, go ahead, or you literally can just read the clock on the Pip-Boy. Anyway, we know this is 25 years in the future. We know basically the general premise of what Vault 76 was. It was a control vault. If you guys don't know, the vaults in Fallout, the whole Fallout series, they're meant as social experiments. They weren't, not all of them were meant to protect people. A lot of them were to see how people would react to certain, things or whatever. So it's just a little messed up, but the lore and stuff of the story is really cool. So what we know about Fallout 76 is it was a control vault. So nothing was meant to go wrong. It was literally meant to just protect people. They're going to compare this to the other vaults where they actually were doing experiments to see the differences. It's like it's like how when you do a science experiment, you have the basically variables that you change, and then you have one that you just leave the same, and then you compare the two and just see what happens. It's basically what Fallout or what Vault 76 was meant for, just to see, like whatever, like how people would react. And besides that, I mean, there's really not much else we see in the trailer. Obviously, the song that plays, Country Roads, fantastic remake of this, or fantastic cover, I should say, of the song. If you guys haven't listened to Country Roads, it's a fantastic song by John Denver. Fantastic song by John Denver. What I was trying to say before, I just do that all the time and get tongue-tied and then ruin my videos. But anyway, fantastic song. My theory is Bethesda would not have used that song without reason. Like, there's no way they would have just been like, oh yeah, this is a good song, let's just put that in there for the trailer. So I kind of feel like that is more of a hint about where the game is going to take place, and we already know a brief vicinity of where Fallout 76 is going to take place. It's what we know as like the DC, Virginia, West Virginia area, all and around there. Now, keep in mind, West Virginia, DC, and Virginia aren't actually like all places in the Fallout universe. DC is there, but like Virginia isn't a thing. West Virginia isn't a thing. That land is there, but it's not actually like the individual states as we know it, because, you know, guys, the story is skewed. You know, obviously it's an alternate history game. So based on what we know and based on the song, that is about more of like West Virginia and the Eastern Panhandle, which is close to DC, and like Northern Virginia and all around there, and a little bit around Maryland. So I kind of feel like we're gonna get like the same setting of DC, but the game will obviously, since it's closer to when the war actually happened, Fallout 3 is like, I believe it's 150 years after the war. So keep in mind, that is a huge difference of time. So stuff could change, stuff can mutate, whatever. There's gonna be a ton more radiation, mutations of enemies could be different. Also keep in mind too, that on the East Coast, the super mutants weren't a thing until I believe 50 years after the war. They weren't exposed to basically the virus, the forced evolutionary virus, or FEV, that turn people into super mutants. So super mutants more than likely won't be in the game. I'm now getting a phone call, which is probably gonna be a scam call. There's a scam call, lads. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So there's a chance super mutants might not be in the game. We don't know like if death claws, like for instance, just take a death claw for example, because that is a enemy mutated by radiation. So actually, let me backtrack a bit. So if for those of you that don't know, basically every enemy in Fallout, not every enemy, most enemies in Fallout, they were created from mutations of radiation and just being exposed to what the environment is in the Fallout universe. So death claws, which are the giant mutated chameleons, are a thing because, you know, radiation. Now, because it's so close to the beginning of the Great War, are they going to be more powerful because there's more radiation, or are they not going to be as mutated because they haven't had as much time to evolve and adapt to the radiation? That's what I would like to know. For instance, like feral ghouls. Now there's regular ghouls, which are just, you know, regular humans, just they're horribly mutated from radiation. Then there's feral ghouls, which there's been so much radiation that it's broken down their brain structures, and essentially those are the things that are like zombies in Fallout. Now, like, will they be a thing in the game, or would they have not been mutated yet? Or they don't really give us a time frame of like how long each enemy, creature, whatever, took to mutate to become what it is in the Fallout universe. So we don't really know particularly like who we're going to be fighting, what we're going to be fighting, where we're going to be fighting. We all know a general idea of where that's all going to be, but again, we have no idea, and this whole video is just me ranting about stuff that I think about the game and based on speculation. Now, like I said, there have been rumors going around that this game will be a online co-op game or just have a co-op feature, which, I mean, people are freaking out about, but I think it would personally be pretty cool. I mean, it would be branching out in the Fallout universe, playstyle, whatever. I mean, they've never done something like that before. We had Fallout Online, but that doesn't count. I mean, that was Fallout Online. Anyway, people are freaking out about it based on one guy, and I'm not trying to discredit this guy, but I mean, it's one person reporting from one source. I mean, granted, well, it was from three people, but it's one source. One source is saying that it could be an online game. Nobody else has any other rumors, ideas, whatever. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be an online game, but what I'm saying is people are freaking out over nothing because we don't know yet, and that's why I was kind of reluctant to make this video at first, but I'm like, you know what, I'll just talk a bit about the game, why I'm excited or whatever, and just share my thoughts about it, because I don't like to talk unless I know the facts. You know, I like to know definitely what we're getting. That's why I'm excited for E3, because then, you know, everybody would just shut up and stop complaining about the fact that it might be co-op, it might not. And like I said, I think co-op would be really cool. I know a lot of people are basing it off of ESO, which is Elder Scrolls Online, which didn't have the smoothest of launch, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I mean, I still think it would be cool. Bethesda has a pretty good track record, and I'm just excited to see what happens with the game. That's really all I have to talk about. Like I said, there's not much more to talk about. Obviously, there's other little things and cues in the trailer that I could go really into depth and talk about. But again, that's not really the content I want to do on my channel. Let me know if you guys like this video. I don't know if this is something you guys want to see more of. I don't really know what this video is going to be like when I'm editing. I mean, this is just kind of a weird video. I've never really done something like this before, but either way, I thank you guys for sitting here and listening to me rant for, I don't know, 5, 10 plus minutes. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy, feel free to drop a like. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord. That's really all I have to say, guys. If I missed some things, I apologize. And yeah, I really don't think there's anything else I want to say. Again, sorry for the kind of weird video, but I don't know. You guys might like this kind of stuff. I like to just sit and talk about video games, so this is definitely a fun video for me to make. So let me know in the comments below. You can tweet it to me, tell me on Discord too. And with that all said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.